Okay, I did in fact just cut my finger with my tripod, so let's hope this doesn't interrupt our programming too much. Hello everyone and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. My name is Bailey and you should definitely subscribe if you love all things fashion and beauty. But we have been in winter for a little bit now, and where I live it just started actually getting colder. So I wanted to share with you all my winter mood board for 2024 winter. I know it's 2025 now, but when the season flipped over it was 2024. You understand what I'm saying. In light of dressing more mindfully, something that I've been doing is creating mood boards seasonally. I've been compiling different items for different categories and putting them all on a Pinterest board. It's been a fun way to kind of map out my vibe for whatever season we're going into, and I thought that it would be fun to share it with you all. I kind of like work backwards, so starting off with accessories. I think accessories are a really huge part of winter fashion, especially because you have to rely on accessories, and it's one of the reasons why a lot of people hate winter fashion, because they don't like layering. Winter is my favorite season. I love winter. I love winter for stylistic reasons. I love winter for, dare I say, weather reasons. I think that layering is one of the coolest things, if done correctly, that you can do with an outfit. It's just a matter of finding the right accessories. I have kind of tended to gravitate towards this color palette of like black, white, and light pink for this season, and a lot of like silvers and things like that. Very off the bat, one of the huge things that I have seen reflected in all of my boards is fur trim. So in terms of accessories, leather fur trim gloves, amazing. Fur trim coats as well. Earmuffs. I don't think anybody's particularly shocked by this, but also another thing for me is a lot of plaid. Pattern scarves are a really good way to incorporate some more interest in your outfit. Another thing is also leg warmers as well. Another really good layer if you do it correctly. In terms of jewelry, I'm not really switching it up, although I don't really foresee myself wearing much gold this season. I think it's really just going to be strictly a silver season. You all know that I just have my like typical silver jewelry that I wear all the time, and that's kind of about it. I don't really switch it up. I'm not really one to switch up jewelry except for my earrings. I like my signature pieces and I kind of just roll with that. Pattern tights are also a huge thing. Pattern tights that are like black are a really cool way to elevate your outfit. You can literally be wearing all black and then you wear a pattern pair of tights. Immediately that much better. I love black polka dot tights because you can mix it with a plaid skirt, and if you do it properly it looks so good. Like it looks so good. Polka dots, especially whenever it's like black on black, it's going to be a lot less busy, and so it's easier to mix patterns with it, but then it's still like adding so much more interest. And then of course berets, because it would not be my sense of style if there wasn't like some type of beret thrown in at any point in time. Makeup is very light. It's a lot of like light pastels, some like baby blues, like very light like creams and whites, but with like just a hint of some like mauves in there, and like almost like taupey colors for like a more of a darker eye. I tend to be pretty simple with my makeup. Like I switch up colors, not necessarily styles. I pretty much will always do the same exact thing, just alternating colors. I do foresee maybe going like a little bit heavier on blush for some days, or potentially going like a little bit heavy on highlighter in certain areas more than others. So I have kind of like two things that I will do with my hair. I definitely don't really see this being a winter where my hair is not down, and it's either going to be blown out bouncy or it's going to be curly. And in the case of being curly, I kind of like have this like around the holidays, if my hair does not look like that of the hair on a porcelain doll, then I do not want it. I want my little curly hair to frame everything and have a little bow in the back. That's all I ask for. That's all I want. But I have been dabbling in a side part as of recent, and this is definitely something that will be continuing throughout this season. My bags are pretty simple. I think a lot of my accessories actually are just like they tend to be pretty like run of the mill, where they are either black. No, they're literally just black. They tend to be pretty much just like black with like some subtle differences. A lot of structural differences, like some bags are a little bit more like slouchy, but they're shoulder bags with a little bit of detailing on them, or like perhaps the material's different. We have like a patent leather maybe as an option. I have a tote bag that I love that has ruffles on it and a little bow. It's kind of like reminiscent of a skirt. It's a lot of like just really tiny details that make the bag unique that I'm incorporating. Shoes, again, are pretty simple. Whenever it comes to my accessories, I tend to be very like, they're very basic and they're very versatile, but they have their own unique quirks to them. So for instance, the ballet flats have never really like been just a trend for me. It's something I've loved for years and years. But of course, you know, that has like a little bit of a bow detailing to it. Another shoe are Mary Jane's, the high boots, little ankle boots. Those are all shoes that I wear all the time during the winter. I would say the only thing that's like a little bit less versatile is like any statement shoe, like the tweed kitten heel, but it's something that's versatile for my wardrobe. So when thinking about my sense of like style and my outfit inspiration for this season, it's very Barbie a fashion fairy tale. I love to reference that movie because it's not necessarily the outfits in the movie, but it's more so just the general vibe of it. It's like one of my core style inspirations. I don't know what went through me whenever I was like 10 watching that movie, and I just, something clicked in my brain. Like some part of my brain said, yes, absolutely, this is a part of who you are. And I've literally, like, I've always been this way. I will joke and say that I've always been this way, but like I genuinely have always been this way. There's a lot of the girly, there's a lot of fur, sequins, polka dots, stripes, a lot of things like that. I have a lot of Parisian inspiration. I also have like a couple of like structures that are a bit 80s that I want to dabble in as well. And then of course there's like the 90s, because there's always like a little bit of a preppy undertone for me. A lot of really girly details. Like there's so much frill in my clothing. Like it's going to be a bow, this shirt for instance, and the sleeve, all kind of pulling from the same source of just being like very inherently feminine. I really love just like a lot of classic pieces, like my trench coats, and a lot of classic patterns like the Argyle as well. And oh my gosh, do I love houndstooth. Do I love houndstooth. I love houndstooth. Like give me any geometric pattern in the world and I am all over it. No, okay, I say give me any classic geometric pattern and I am all over it. It is like, I click with it in a way that I don't click with a lot of things, but I click with it like heavy. Last but not least, my scent for this season is Good Girl Blush by Carolina Herrera. While the notes don't really reflect this, it feels like warm sugar cookies to me in a way. Like it's so Christmas to me. I like really associate it with the holidays. It's one of my favorite scents of all time. It has a lot of like lovely floral notes, a lot of rose notes, which you all know that I love. Like just a little bit of musk. It's a lovely blend. It's a lovely blend. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed getting a glimpse into what my style mood board is for this season. If you would like to share your own inspiration for this style season, do so in the comments down below because I would love to hear. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you, bye!